It's pretty wild, the rarity of some of the parts that I come across, and I like my older stuff, don't get me wrong. You are now watching Farming with Duffy Ag. I'm back. So last week, not a lot of uploads, only one. Yeah, when you're sick as a dog and can barely breathe and not having a good time, you're not going to make content. You're not going to be wrenching. You're not going to be doing anything. So I'm still here, still kicking along. Yeah, I appreciate everybody that reached out to me. A lot of people, where you at? Where you at? It's been a day without a video. I'm like, yeah, there's going to be a few more. So let's dive into it. Some clips that I got together throughout the week. Yeah, messing around with the Mac, and let's see what we can come up with going forward. So appreciate everybody who hit up HelloFresh. Links down in below. 60% off plus shipping. I know there's some people that are emotional that I'm working with partners that I enjoy working with. I enjoy their products, so I'm sorry. I'm really not sorry though, but keep being keyboard warriors. Let's dive into it though. So before we dive into some things for today, you guys in the comments got to relax a little bit. Just because we got a partnership with some good companies moving forward doesn't mean, well, means more potential for the channel. So I know there's some negative comments about info commercials and just selling products and things like that. I see it as a milestone. So I'm pretty excited to work with some of these companies moving forward, and I think it will help the channel grow to where we can get to. So I appreciate everybody with the support. People with the negative comments, I don't really know why you watch the channel then. Do you wake up and you're just negative? I haven't really figured that out. So let's dive into this mess. So previously I did work on this, and I'll put that into this video here. And yeah, a lot of good comments on a lot of things. Some comments, like, I don't know where people come up with some stuff. As far as this trailer setup, one side is good. A lot of people said, oh, you gotta slide it across, use a mud flap or plywood or something. Yes, I agree. I just don't have a sheet of plywood when I started it. So this side is done. This other side needs to be done. And everybody, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. You do understand that this trailer is literally, I don't know, it might not see another 5,000 miles of its life. I set it up to move the tender around, and it's not really the ideal trailer for me to move anything else around, but that was what I bought it for. I bought it for a good price, and well, here we are. Alrighty, let's dive into the Mac. I'm gonna have some tunes by the end of the day is my goal. So it's absolutely amazing weather for November. 70 degrees out. I could almost be in shorts. Slight breeze, everything's good. But I'll get this back emptied out. When I got done with the project last time, I just packed everything away, and yeah, gotta finish it up. Welcome back to the channel. So previously we did a little bit of work on the 1974 R model, and I got all these boxes which consist of, damn, a radio that was sent to me a long time ago, and the plan was to put it in here. So we got to figure out radio, we got to figure out what we're going to do for speakers. We have some speakers, we got some speakers, got a lot of different ideas, but let's dive into it for today. You're going to help me today, or what are you doing? Hoping it doesn't rain anymore? Okay, let's see what we can do. First things first, somebody did have a radio in here, but we got to cut out the cage holder that actually holds everything in, and then this slides in to here. So those ugly holes that have always been there, we're gonna get rid of that and close that up. It's gonna look a little fresher. So okay, Okay. So we just gotta cut those out. And then that will fit nicely. Okay. I was hoping to take that right out. Maybe not. Oh, like a glove. Okay. Well, we're learning. Just gotta run all our wires to where we need to be. So I got a ground that's gonna go up to a body ground, and then yeah. We just need our power wires. It's in, it works. I do gotta put the screws back up in it. So it is actually level across, but this is curved. So anybody who points that out, because I keep looking at it, I'm like, eh. But this is what I came up with. So it is mounted up in there. Cable down. You gotta remember we got lights. That's what I mounted the brackets to. Somebody already had said in previous comments, why would you want it up in the corner blasting in your ear? Well, let me show you. That's where it is. This one's missing just because I've never messed with. I threw a radio in here and that's it. But that is where that speaker is. It's hard to really go anywhere else. Somebody said throw it on a magnet. Okay. But the problem is that's always bouncing around. You guys are on a magnet and you guys bounce around. Never mind a speaker. Plus in here, like the roof's not magnetic, just the sides, but they're curved. And then the dash is magnetic, but the tops are plastic. So I think that's gonna work out pretty good. I like it. It looks somewhat decent. So it's just run down here. We gotta run the wire across, down underneath the floor, and then up to the speakers. But it's getting to that point in the day where I've lost all my motivation. And I still have to pick up all of this stuff and then get done. So I guess we'll get back to this tomorrow and see how far we can actually get on it. A little progress. So the rear work lights, which are these two lights in the back here, they actually wired them in. Runs down underneath, and it always came up behind because somebody didn't take the whole panel out to actually run it properly. So we're gonna do that. And then this is all pulled out and we should be able to run our lights, and we should be able to run our speakers down underneath that, across, and then up to the actual console. Just pulled the back panel out, which will make it so much easier to wire down through the back and then cover it back up, make it look clean. Then we'll run down below the mats, come up where that one is. But I don't know if I don't think you can get these any longer. So it's pretty wild, the rarity of some of the parts that I come across. And I like my older stuff, don't get me wrong. I think a mouse or somebody poked a hole through that, but it's just, I'd hate to imagine like the rarity of that in a good shape. And I'd say this is okay shape, like it's got its holes and whatnot, but it still does its function. But here's a look behind it. So they did spray it with some stuff. which is probably some noise deafening stuff, but looks pretty good. So we'll wire this up and hopefully have some jams. Let's get this project finally done. Yeah, daylight savings time came. I can tell you right now, Yanko's not a very big fan of it because it is 4:10 and it looks like this, and in about 25-30 minutes it's going to be dark. So kind of a pain, right? It is 5:10 and it is pitch black out. Still gaining. So let me show you what I got going on here. Just got to clean up some of my mess. Put that back panel back in, which shouldn't be too bad now that I know what I'm doing. But got the radio in. Hopefully no music plays. Otherwise it's copyright. But radio in, rewired the backlight switch. Everything's run underneath. Comes up back here. Just got to tuck this in here. We got some extra wire. Makes our life easier. Everything's gonna wrap up and around. Be out of the way, no rub marks. And we got speakers. So I am pretty excited. And everybody, well, there's quite a few people that said, oh, you gotta put them in the front facing you. And then they said, you don't want that blowing in your ear all the time. Actually, it's pretty nice. It's not blowing in your ear because your ears are pointed forward. But it gives you a good, like, behind your head sound, not right in your face. So got both of those speakers up, all put back together. So that back panel's in, that Mac holder's in. Yeah. Everybody said you need a wiring diagram. I do have a wiring diagram of this truck. I actually followed it quite a bit. Right here. RU and DM basic wiring diagrams, positive ground. So we did switch this to negative ground, but yeah. So we are good here. I'm loading it back up with whatever I feel necessary. So I do have a new jack over there, and we'll talk about that later at some point. But set of tools, road safety kit, some straps, pry bar, and the jack. Necessities. So I'll put everything else that was packed in here, like the airlines and socket sets and stuff like that. And this truck should be in a good place. So I'm pretty excited. But alrighty, Yanko's like, we need to go get dinner. I don't even know what time it is any longer, bud. This whole dark early isn't working out too well for us. So alrighty, I'm gonna go make some dinner. I do appreciate everybody who hit up the HelloFresh code. Yeah, you guys are awesome. We'll see if we have them as a partner in the future more. It's all based off if the viewers actually utilize it. So I'm pretty happy with it. I did end up ordering meals for myself after I got the meals that were associated with the partnership. And then I ordered meals with multiple servings. So my buddies have had them and everything else like that. I've cooked everybody some food. But I'm going to go do that. So you guys are awesome. I appreciate all the support. Hopefully I'm done being sick for the year and all the winter. I hate being sick. You just feel useless at the end of the day, but hopefully we get good news in the next few days. So I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.